Hello and welcome to another weekly vlog. Look at my cardigan. It looks like it's been hand knitted by someone, but it hasn't. I bought it cheap online and I don't really like how it looks, even though it's rainbow and I love rainbow, but it is cozy. And in this weather I've got my light the lamp not the rat well, the first Christmas item is on. There's all my grey roots for you. No dye, no spray. Oh my god, look at the state of me. So let's go. I have to go lift some money because hairdresser prefers payment in cash, because then she doesn't have to pay. There's fees for those card machines. Yeah, everybody else's garden looks so neat and tidy at the minute. Darren is currently setting up my dad's vacs. My dad bought a carpet cleaner because the carpets in his house need cleaning really badly, but he wants to wait till the warmer weather to do it, even though, to be fair, when it's winter and the heating's on all the time, just do it then. Anyway, we're trying it out on our living room rug. I don't know how we're going to get on because it's like long pile, but I am always wanting the rug cleaned. I would like just laminate floors downstairs, but Darren says with the dogs we can't have it because they'll jump off the sofa, they'll rookie themselves. So I'm like, how does every other person with a dog and a laminate floor cope? So he's giving it a once over this afternoon, so hopefully it'll do a good job. Oh, I should have told him to like keep the water so we can see how much crap came out of it. Yeah, so I shall, as always, check in. Oh, that's why it's not working out. I worked out how to turn the stereo off last night in the car, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't coming on now. I am a genius. It's not coming on, Lisa, because she turned it off yesterday. So I shall, as always, let you see the tidy back once it's done. And yeah, I shall speak to you guys later.
Apparently I'm not allowed to do this naked, but I have to give you a quick demonstration. I just got my van stuck in it then. It don't mention that in the instructions. Ready? So we click once to dry, and then we'll move forward. It should change to wash. There we go. This is exciting, isn't it? Wow. When you pull back, it sucks. That's what she said. And then when we press this button here, dry only. Right. Are you two going to show up now? Are they being good girls? No. Look, they've left the Christmas blanket now. You're comfy there on my snood and Mama's Christmas blanket that she gave you early. She did, because she thought you might be a bit chilly. So she's made Dobby wear a strawberry. Molly has to wear her carrots jumper, don't you? And you both get the lovely Christmas blanket. That's right. There. I'm not quite sure what you're doing up there, Molly. Are you king of castle? Little Dobby's down here. Tired girl? She's tired. Got a poorly tummy, haven't you? Yeah. Now it's full of tuna again. It is. It's a good girl. It's good girls. They're both good girls. Mama will be back soon. She will.
This is this horrible road. I have half an hour, so I'm going to cash point and get some money. This road, see the big building there at the top on the right hand side, the big like white concrete looking thing? That used to be the tax office. Then they converted it to apartments for ex-criminals. So if you got out of prison, that's where they put you. The brand new apartments, it's full of druggies. There's probably people in there that obviously aren't druggies. I think there was a vulnerable woman in there. So really the place you want to be putting a victim of domestic violence, isn't it? Christmassy decorations. Oh, Santa's Grotto's open as well, I remember seeing it. That stall's amazing up there. It's all wood animals and I love it. I bought myself 2 little birdies and a turtle last week. I couldn't resist it. Right to the hairdressers. I don't know if it's picking up all that horrible blowing. It's so windy. Thought I'd film outside for you. Nice and bright. Don't want anybody to see me and think I'm filming them. On my way to the tower centre to buy some nail polish because apparently it's because I've been wearing nail wraps which allows water underneath and softens the nail polish. Hair looks so thin when I've been to the hairdressers, but it also looks so tidy. Everybody's turning right. Right, you've all got the right of way over me, come on. Anyway, I was going to try to say to you when I was out there, I love this song. This song is by Future Islands and it's called Lighthouse. And it was in a movie called... what was it called? It's French. It was a horror film. It was my favourite film of the year that year. It's a French horror film about 3 years ago. It's one word. I forgot. Titan. It looks like Titan. It's pronounced Tita. We'll just concentrate here for a wee minute. Get around this pimple on the road. Fucking hell, that van driver was going to come over the roundabout when I was... Oh, there's a wee kid with a dinosaur hat on it and it's the cutest thing you've ever seen. Little face poking out under this big dinosaur, bless him. Right, and he has parked in a clear way in front of somewhere that we turn off. Yeah, mate, he's got Tom and Jerry on his fucking car. Yeah, that'll be right. Right, I'll show you when I get parked. It's my nails. And I'll tell you what it is. There's a word for it, which I Can't remember. Spondylitis or some bloody thing. Jesus, quiet in here today. Hotspot is off. I don't even know what hotspot is, love. I don't think we've any spaces in there. No, we'll have to go up to the end, which is a fucking pain in the arse to get back out of. Could go in there. Let's just go straight, because there's somebody up my arse and Isaac will get confused as to where the car is, so I'll just go to the end car park. You know where we watched the men working on the tree a few weeks ago? Alright. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. Okay. There we go. So we're parked. Right, anyway, let me put my lights off. So, this is hair dye, by the way. Can you see my nails, how they're all separating? I took off my nail, you know I wear nail wraps? Well, I took my nail wraps off last night. They usually last 3 to 4 weeks. But I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this, I thought. And what it is, from looking it up, it's something, it's called like spondylitis. I can't remember the fucking name of it, to be honest with you, but what it is you can be prone to them if you wear nail wraps or acrylics all the time. It damages either nail trauma, so taking off acrylics, or in my case, damp basically sits on the nails for too long, because the nail wraps basically soak up the damp. They sit on your nails, they damage the underlying nail, and if it gets, now mine thankfully isn't, because mine, as you can see, are white, they're not yellow or black. It can eventually lead to a fungal infection, which would be fabulous on your hands. So I've had to take my nail wraps off, and I have to basically wait for these to grow out, keep my nails really short. Apparently you can paint over them as long as you do not use like you know, those gel nails that have to go into the wee machine, and as long as it's like basically cheap and cheerful nail. I can't walk about it like that. I mean, I look like I've got the pox or something. So yeah, I'm pleased with my orange hair. My roots are no longer grey, so my really grey roots are now orange, so that's good. Yeah, so I'm gonna paint my nails. Have I anything I can tell you? I went to Dunn's. Don't know if you've got, you know the way Marks and Spencer's is it St. Michael? Well, Dunn's is St. Bernard. It's like, I think it's an Irish, as in south of Ireland, store originally. We've got a branch in our town. I went for this like plummy pink colour. I also bought one in like a really dark burgundy to wear at Christmas. I haven't painted my nails in forever because I've been wearing nail wraps, and obviously that has not been a good idea. They're alright probably to wear for shorter periods of time, like not keep them on your nails for like 3 weeks like I do. I have to text Isaac what car park I'm in, I forgot about that. Finish this hand and then I'll text him. Yeah, so Dunn's, I got my dad, I usually buy him a pair of corduroy trousers for Christmas, and I got a really nice looking candle, which is amber and something else scented, big chunky candle. And I bought sensible pants, folks. Plain black sensible pants. It's the first time I've ever bought sensible pants. I always used to buy like cartoon pants, or like, you know, ones with little cute stuff on them. But these are plain black sensible pants. They do have a lace waistband, that's it. Yes, waistband, that's how high up they are. I wanted comfortable pants so that I'm not hoiking knickers out of my arse every fart sound. So pants, pair of trousers for my dad. Oh, and I bought myself a pair of black boots because my boots are bollocks basically. One of the pairs of boots is like 6 years old, and the other pair, they're only 2 years old, but the sole on the inside come away from the legs. They're screwed. So just a little pair of black ankle boots. They were £25. They're in the back, so I can't really show you them, but they're just plain black ankle boots with a little buckle on the ankle. 25 quid, quite a soft leather, so obviously you need boots for winter. So that's that. All my Christmas shopping is finished now. The only thing I need to sort out is a record player for Isaac, and obviously I can do that at any point. But other than that, we're all done. We can enjoy Christmas. I'm going to write my Christmas cards because yesterday or the day before I got my first Christmas card from America, from just outside New York, from Sean, who has a YouTube channel, the Horror Channel. Him and his wife Christy send me a Christmas card every year. That's my first Christmas card this year. We're still in November. I'm usually quite early getting mine out, start of December, but I've got one, like, what date are we on? The 20-something of November, but it takes so long, a card going to America, so I've got to write my Christmas cards. I've wrapped everything for... I send presents over to Kelly, Dave and Alice. They're the only people I really buy Christmas presents for other than family, because now I know too many people. I can't afford it. I'm not stressing myself out, and you find most people are quite grateful when you say, look, just let's not do presents, because everybody's skint, aren't they? So I buy a couple of little bits for Sophie across the road, who obviously is only 4. I buy Kelly, Dave and Alice because they're basically my family, and I buy Isaac, Darren and my dad, and that's it. So I've got Kelly, Dave and Alice's stuff ready to go. A couple of little bits I bought for Alice yesterday to wrap up. Darren has been tasked with making me a cardboard box to put it all in because I don't have any big enough. You know, you just get the small boxes from Amazon. I've got a few books to get away for Dot and Bernie, just for little books for December. They're not Christmas presents. By the time, if you're watching this, Suze, if you see this, you'll have had it by now. I just saw this book. I adore Enid Blyton. I grew up... Actually, let me send this text to Isaac first. Right, so that one's dry. That's quite a nice little colour, isn't it? It's just like a dusky, pinky colour. So we'll do the other one. But this is the hard one. This is the left hand painting the right hand. What was I telling you? What was I telling you? Oh yeah, when I was a child, I was a vociferous reader. Something that I would imagine Suze was as well. And something that she has instilled in Dorothy, Dot, who is the smartest child in the universe. Dot has a reading age of 12. She's 5. It's ridiculous. You would not believe it. So, anyway, I adored Enid Blyton. It was like another world to me when I was a child growing up. And I saw this book online when I was looking at other stuff. And it doesn't have any pictures or anything in. It's Enid Blyton, 25 short stories for Christmas. Just a little book. And I thought, oh, that'd be really cool. Who could I get that would enjoy that? And I thought, oh, Dot might like that. And even if Dot found it really boring, I thought, well, Suze could read her a story every day of December. Like, it's like almost like was it last year Suze actually bought Dorothy 25 books, one a day, all Christmas themed. For Advent calendar. She like went into charity shops and stuff, and she found awesome books. So she had 25, one per day, which is crazy, it's madness. But anyway, I saw this little stories and I thought, even if she doesn't want it now, or even if Suze doesn't use it now, she might one day. So I had to buy it. I bought it. And then I saw another few little books. I thought, well, I can't send Dot something and not send something for Bernie. Bernie's 1.5-ish. No, is she coming up to 2? She's a December baby, is she? I must check when her birthday is, because if it's December, that's something else I need to get. I'd forgotten about that. But I write it on my calendar. I'm going to have to check that. So, anyway, I thought I'd get Bernie a little book as well. So I got a little book, you know, where you press buttons and it has sound effects. So I need to get them posted off. I need to get Kelly, Dave and Alice's Christmas presents posted off. I've done my dad's stuff. Me and Darren, I think I said before, we picked a thing each. He picked a pair of Vans. I picked a PlayStation game that I've been wanting since it came out, like at least 6 months ago. But I wanted to wait because it's ridiculous. They come out and they're like 60 quid and it's like, really? I think now you can get it second hand for like just over 20 quid. And I says, just get it second-hand off eBay. I don't need a new copy. So it's the new Assassin's Creed game. So I'm getting that for Christmas, for Crimbo. But yeah, other than that, I just need to get Isaac a record player and we're done. all Christmas stuff's done. The next thing, I'm perhaps going to buy a new Christmas tree. I'm not sure. We shall see. It depends price. But I want to get the Christmas tree up soon. And that's the next two jobs, the Christmas tree and the Christmas cards. I need to get those done, as well as that parcel. I have parcelled up Kelly's birthday. Kelly's birthday is the day before mine. She's the 7th of December, I'm the 8th. So I've parcelled up her birthday presents, and I've arranged for a collection for those tomorrow, so they will get off this week, so that they're post is shit this time of year, so they should be there for her birthday. So yeah, we're all organised this year, we're all done. On one hand, my mum always trailed me around all the shops at the last minute when they were packed, and she's got a massive wheelchair, and it's like I hated it, but like Alan said, well, I wish my mum was here to send me around the shops again. And yeah, you know, as much as I hated it, I'd have preferred she was here to do our Christmas bauble shopping and stuff, but what can you do? This is life, isn't it? It comes to every one of us. So yeah, all ready for Christmas, need to get the tree up, and yeah, I've got revision every fucking night this week. I can't be bothered. I'd rather just say to Isaac, you know what, go in, just do whatever on your exams, who cares? But there's a part of me just will not allow that to happen, because it's not teaching him the right thing for preparedness for exams, is it? So I feel like a right granny mush in this. I love this cardigan, and in pictures, the idea of it, I don't know if you've, anyway, it's like these colours all the way down. And the idea of it's great, and it looks great in pictures. It doesn't look so great on, because it's really oversized, and it makes me look even more massive. I did tell you I'd put on 1/2 stone again, but it still means I've got 3.5 stone off from where I started, but 1/2 stone's gone on, and if I don't get a hold on it, more will go on. Every Christmas, a minimum of 1/2 stone goes on me, sometimes a stone, because I love my food, and I am not about to ruin my Christmas. I'm going to eat chocolate, I am going to eat Christmas dinners, I am going to eat anything you give to me, because I don't care. And then I have to do the hard work next year to get it off again. But anyway, I shall go, because I'm talking crap at you now. Yeah, I shall speak to you guys whenever I've next something to tell you. So yeah, speak to you later. Hello, it is Tuesday. We're just heading into my dad's. We have to go to the tip first to drop off just some crap from when the recycle people didn't come. Oh, listen to that. Have anything interesting to tell you? We did maths. Every time I do maths with Isaac, it becomes a complete and utter arse who argues with every word it says, and I'm not allowed to ever get exasperated, regardless if I'm example last night. So he thinks if I get exasperated, it's unfair because he's just not good at maths. Now, I do not get exasperated at him not being able to do a sum, but when he has been learning something for 4 years that I didn't learn in school, and he doesn't know what the instruction means, and he was doing it literally like 2 weeks. I sat overall for him in the first set of exams that he did. I even wrote down an explanation as to what it was and highlighted it. The word is factorise, and it's to do with equations. There's two things you can do with equations. You can expand them, which means what it sounds like it means. It means like make them bigger. Or factorise is the complete. It's a tiny little dog. I can't see it, it's that way.
It's a teacup Yorkie.
So factorise basically means to make an equation smaller. And I had written, I thought, right, I bet Isaac forgets what this means, even though I shouldn't be forgetting what it means. I wrote on the paper in red pen, put in brackets, because that's what you do with it, you put it in brackets. What do you mean, put it in brackets? I said, Isaac, factorise, we did this 2 weeks ago, you've been doing it for 4. No, we haven't, no, we haven't, no, we haven't. Well, I don't know what you mean put in brackets. Do you mean do this? And then you put brackets around the question. Said, Isaac, do you honestly think that fact means put a bracket around the actual question? Now I am getting exasperated at this point because I am spending hours and hours and hours doing notes, talking, explaining. He understands, everything's fine, and then the next time you come to do anything, it's like, I said, Isaac, do you know what the word subtraction means? Division, multiplication. I says, if you know what those words mean, why don't you know what the word factorize means when it's just an instruction and you've been doing it for 4 years? I was the worst in the world. I was being really unfair because I had to accept that he just wasn't very good at maths. And it always turns into me being the worst of the worst. Which is... I'm trying to turn that off. I've got the things pulling me all over the bloody road. When you spend as much time doing stuff for him as I do, it's extremely fucking irritating, let me tell you. It's like, right, I says, where you go then? I says, I'll buy out, you do it all yourself. All your own revision like every other child has to do. You're being really unfair because I've done nothing wrong. And he just continues with this really argumentative tone, like being really rude. You know the way you would never speak to a teacher, or you would never speak to like anyone outside of your own house? And I'm sitting thinking, why am I busting my arse to be spoken to like this? For the simple reason that I expressed frustration that not only does he not know how to do the sum, that wasn't the bit I was frustrated at, but he doesn't understand what that word means when he's been studying it for 4 years. It's like somebody says, get the area of that circle. Now, even from my days at school, I remember pi r squared. I remember 2πr for the diameter, for the circumference. Now, not only does Isaac forget the formula every single time, but to me, not knowing what the word factorize means is the equivalent of if I say circumference, he goes, what? You know, it's like, you shouldn't be forgetting things like that, and he thinks that me thinking you shouldn't be forgetting things like that is being unfair and is me calling him stupid, which I disagree, it's not. It's the thing that frustrates me is when you look at his books for maths, all around the outside, the top, the sides are all doodles. And I'm like, Isaac, you're struggling in this class, but yet you have time to sit and doodle all around the page, probably when the teacher's talking, and that frustrates the hell out of me. I'm like, you don't have time to be doing that, especially if you're not understanding the subject to the point that you can't remember an instruction. But then it just gets worse and worse, and I'm the worst in the world. It's like, if I was to just say, right, let's just leave it and you handle maths, he would fail it. I know he would fail it. And you're probably thinking that's really unfair of you to say that, but it's true, because Isaac will eventually cotton on to what you're saying, and then if he's given an example of a few sums that you've just been talking about, he'll do them. If you were to ask him to do exactly the same thing in a week's time, even in a day's time, he would have forgotten how to do it. And that is how his brain works with regards to maths. He cannot retain anything that's remotely complicated, or it'll confuse, you know, the method of doing one thing with the method of doing another. It's like there's no logical thinking of, right, in order to get the answer to that I need to do this. Those steps don't occur to Isaac, so it just takes an awful lot of repetition and hoping that it goes in. And when you spend so long repeating yourself and it never goes in, sometimes it's human nature to get a little bit exasperated, but I'm just completely cruel, and his dad's even worse, because I say, right, if you want to know why I'm upset at the minute, do you want me to get your dad in to explain it to you? Because I won't even have to tell him that he'll be able to explain. Oh, well, it's no point, because he always thinks I'm wrong about everything. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, do you know how lucky you have it compared to a lot of kids? With the things you get, the places you get to go, the stuff you get to do.
Stuff he doesn't have to do because you do for him.
Entitled comes to mind. You're not supposed to say that about your own child, but I think it's important that there's nothing that irks me as much as parents that don't know their own child's like tendency to be a certain way. Like my little angel would never. Isaac can be an entitled little shit sometimes. Thankfully, he only does it in the house. He doesn't tend to do it outside of the house. As a matter of fact, outside of the house, he won't put himself forward enough or speak up enough. He's very backward about things, but in the house, he's complete opposite. And you're thinking, he's a teenager. That's just what teenagers are like. Yeah, but it's still fucking frustrating when you know you have to get them through their exams and you don't know how you're going to do it. I think it's jiu-jitsu tonight after the dentist, so the tiny little window for revision is closing rapidly. We haven't looked at science, we haven't looked at Spanish, neither will we have time to. We looked at history all last week, and then he handed them two brand new handouts. It's like, is he expecting this to be on? Oh, probably. It's just, we haven't covered it yet. Oh, well, we just started the first one, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, surely they can't put on a test something that the kids learned a few days before.
Oh, that was that saga about the book you have to buy.
Yeah, another thing came up on basically the kids are meant to check Google Classroom and Teams on their phone. Isaac has both on his phone, you get notifications. Muggins here has to have it as well because Isaac doesn't check it. So one came up late Sunday night. Just a reminder to bring your Of Mice and Men book to English from tomorrow. If you haven't bought a copy yet, I'm thinking, right, so we're having to buy our kids reading books now. Here's a link to buy this copy, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ. Now, when I found out they were doing Of Mice and Men, which I found out myself by reading something somewhere, I bought myself a copy, because what I'll do is I'll read it alongside them, so that when he's got work, I know what he's doing, so he can't pull the wool over my eyes. It's ridiculous that you have to do this, but with Isaac you do. So I can sort of say, well, have you thought about this? What about that? What about this character? Because you just need to do that. But it's the crap that you have to, but you have to. So I was able to give him the copy that I bought for myself and then order another one on Amazon. But there's a specific one they want them to have because it's...
It'll all be the same.
It's
Content, it's just different.
Something friendly, I can't remember what it is. But Isaac had no idea they even had to buy the book. He's like, well, I bet they didn't tell us. I says, Isaac, the thing that goes up says, here's a reminder that you were told you had to bring the book that you were previously told you had to buy. Isaac never remembers to tell you anything. So if the instruction doesn't come home to us, it's just not done. So it's just a constant firefight. And then Francis went to book the cinema tickets for Friday night for Scouts, and we couldn't get enough seats in the cinema. So now we have to take them to Antrim, and the cinema time has changed. Started writing out my Christmas cards today. That really frustrating thing where you almost get finished and then you're like, but I forgot this, and this. So, maybe got another 4 to write out. And I had to find out pieces of information for them. Is he no indicator? I don't know what she's doing. So I had to leave them. I need to go to the post office today, and I thought, well, we'll get these away because there's a few for America. So I never know what the hell stamp. So I just go in and say, can I send these to America? And they put whatever on them needs to go on them. It's fucking expensive, I know that. I mean, when you think a first class stamp now is what I'll not be fitting first class stamps on the ones in the UK. But I've sent to America before and it's taken over a month to get there. It's like, what the hell's going on with that? A month? I got a card from Kelly and Shannon once in the middle of January. It's like, and they'll have sent that well before Christmas, but I mean, why does it take so long? It's ridiculous. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll film going into the tip just because it's something different. That's very exciting for you. This town's really busy at the minute. It must be people doing Christmas shopping. These two are going to cross in front of me.
Just there. My God.
There's a crossing literally, I would say, 6 steps from where those two decided they were going to cross. But no, there's something about the front of my car, and it doesn't matter what car I drive. I don't know if it's because of distance I leave between me and but if there's someone waiting to cross the road, you can bet your arse it'll be in front of me.
It's your little face in winter, that's what it is.
I've got resting bitch face, so...
Lovely little face.
I've got such a cross face, which I don't mean to have, and I didn't know I had until someone took photographs, and obviously I'm in the photograph, like, not paying attention to the fact someone's taking a photograph, and I've got such resting bitch face. Right, what do you say? Look, 2 more. Now they were walking up the road. They could have crossed anywhere in front of my car. No idea why. Right, I'm gonna go. I shall switch you on in the tip if there's anything worth looking at. I should have been filming out the window this morning. Darren nearly fell in his arse.
I did.
I went into Isaac's room to do the usual tidy, open curtains, make bed, get rid of rubbish, pick up shit off the floor.
I just put my hand in my top pocket to get khaki out.
I saw you. You look like a geriatric after you'd recovered. It was like you were proper scared of stepping any further.
Bloody hell, I pulled me back.
It was hardly anything. It wasn't a proper big goofy slide. It was a little slide. A little like, ooh, like that. Funny though. I thought of banging the window and shouting, out it, but I mean, I thought it might fall again if I do that, so I better not. I'd be cross. Can you imagine if I banged the window and he went to look up and went down in his arse? So you see, I thought better of it. Everything was dying to let you know that I'd seen you nearly fall, but I didn't. Told him afterwards.
Well, the fact there's a puddle of pissing on the carpet upstairs in that bedroom
wasn't that
gives
funny.
it away.
If it had been a big gammy one with your arms going everywhere, I would have laughed.
Cracking up back of my head.
No, not that bad. Look at this. Right, I'll switch you off. I shall switch you. There's a Christmas tree. I could have showed you if I had thought. Should I be in this lane? No.
No, you couldn't this lane.
No, but I need to get in the far lane down there.
No, this one here goes left.
Just left.
Just left.
Right, okay.
And then this one branches.
Right, that's where everybody tends to have accidents around this because they go in the wrong bloody lane. Right, I'm switching you off now while I'm at traffic lights. This is very exciting for you folks. I'm just... Am I in the right place?
Yep.
Right. That looks like a one-way street the other way. You can
I've done it that many times, been wrong lane, like, ah shit, I should be in that lane. Down in the riot area now.
This is called Railway Street. This is where all the riot was. Well, it was just off this street. There's a car there. There's a lane in. That's the fire station. We're just approaching. I'm about to turn off just in front of it. Council offices recycling point. That's the one. See a lot of people down here at this time of year, renting their house out before Christmas, and they'll see a load more after Christmas with all the bloody cardboard. There, he's a Trump supporter, look with his hat on.
He is all bundling it non-recyclable.
So here we are, just on time. I've just dropped them off. The appointment was 6. It was bang on 6 as they were walking out of the car. I better not film because someone's coming out. They're walking really slow, like, I don't know what's good. That's not like a... Isaac's in his new jiu-jitsu gi. So they're coming back. We now have to drive to jiu-jitsu. But I'm just royally fucked off right now. That was quick.
Yeah, I was checking him.
What
So
did
it's
they say?
fine. He says maybe at about 18 months they might need to look to replace them when it changes.
Where shall I put these?
I would have said put right in the bag, in one of those bags. There's that little packet that you put in the bag. There's 2 bags on the floor. I'm not even looking and I know where they are. Where did you put your bag? On the floor beside mine?
On the seat.
So put them in there. So yeah, I'm thoroughly hacked off. It was history last time, it's history again this time. And
How did you do that? You turned the lights off and I didn't do it.
I'm not explaining. Yeah, I was talking about, so he's going to have to read over some history on Saturday. There's going to be no option to it, it's just going to have to be done. Sunday, we're at my dad's. I would say he's also... Oh God, my head's just frying. Sunday we'll do something. Monday he's off because he's got no exams, but that entire day of Monday is going to be spent doing Spanish, because the very first exam he does on Tuesday is Spanish. I don't personally think that one day's revision is enough for a subject, but we have no option unless we spend the Sunday at my dad's doing Spanish as well. There's a lot to go over, there's a lot to learn. Unfortunately, that same day at school, the last exam he has is RE, which I really could not give two shits one way or another. But if he had RE first and Spanish last, he has that whole day at school to revise for the Spanish. But no, they do it the other way around. So my answer to that is we're not going to look at any RE of any description on that day in school after he has done his Spanish and he's got multiple hours before he can do his RE then. Tuesday he has, guess what, first thing in the morning, Wednesday, history, first thing, no time to revise, but he has to stay in school for the rest of the day after his exam. His exam is at 10:40, he will be finished, not earlier, his exam's at 9:40, it finishes at 10:40. He has got from 10:40 in the morning till tea time, till home time, revising, which would have been really useful if he had it last and he could have spent that day going over his history, but no, first. So that is the Wednesday. The Thursday he has science last, so he has all of Thursday in school to go over science. He's going to also have to either go over science or maths after his history, and on the Friday his last exam is maths, which is last. I just wish he had his Spanish and his history later in the day, but they're both first thing, and they're the two that he really needs to take time to look over. So I don't know how successful he's going to be doing maths revision, because if Isaac doesn't know how to do something, he'll just sit and stare at it, and I don't know what to do with that. And if there's nobody there to say to him, you need to do this, then the revision's not gonna, there is no revision, because he's just going to look at it and go, I don't know what to do with that. So how is he supposed to revise when he just looks at like today, Isaac, those questions that all you had to do was put X on one side and put the numbers on the other side?
I overthought it.
And you're sat staring at it. I don't know what to do. And something that should have taken 2 minutes, you're sat staring.
That one.
Yeah, but if you're doing revision in school on Friday, is that what's going to happen all day? You're going to sit and stare at it and not know what to do with it, and then you're wasting the whole day doing nothing. This is the issue. I'm more stressed about these exams than Isaac is, because I just can't see. When I went in to do my exams, I knew I was as prepared as I could be. I know Isaac really doesn't care if he's prepared or not, and I know he doesn't particularly care what result comes back, which fries my brain, but he will care when everybody else is going off and doing things that he can't do because he didn't get the grade to do it. Or even worse, A-levels. He has to be in full-time education till he's 18. He doesn't have a choice. He doesn't have to go to uni if he doesn't want, but he does have to go to school until he's 18 because it's the law. So his option is to get back into school to do A-levels he wants, which means he would have to pass his maths and English with a B, or get back into the school to do subjects that he doesn't want to do, like history for A-level. Can you imagine? They have one teacher of A-level history. That's the one he's got at the minute, Mr. Morgan. The only subject he knows he wants to do to A-level is moving image arts. I don't know if he would be able to do music to A-level, given that he still hasn't done any grade test for his guitar, which the teacher said he would have to do. Still hasn't done it, because there's one chord he can't do, and he's been at this one chord now for several months. So we're just like falling behind in absolutely everything. But I don't think Isaac would realise until it would actually happen and he wouldn't get the test that he's stuck. I can't even begin to imagine how horrible history at A-level with Mr. Morgan would be. I just can't even picture it. I don't want to picture it.
When's my chat with him?
February.
Oh,
that's a parent-teacher meeting. We're not having a separate chat.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't know. Right, we've got jiu-jitsu now, so we'll drive that direction.
Like a long time.
Yes, Isaac, we have, and it's time that could be spent reading over that history, which is in the boot, which when we get there you can get out, because I'm not wasting precious time. What I could be doing. Right, we'll go. He's going to jiu-jitsu. You probably saw his game when he was walking out. It's got his name embroidered on it now, so yes. Right, I shall speak to you.
I told the girl that we're in there.
Later.
She went to something about, oh, you look busy. I told her it was his pyjamas. We just go for Mazda on way in.
Just come out of B&M. I'm just filming the pretty lights at the Parade Centre. These are the only nice lights we've got in town. Right, he's going to do that so that it looks like I'm filming him. Right, I'm filming my journey to the toilets, folks. In the jiu-jitsu hall. I've never been. Let's see how I manage. It's a big fucking task, innit? Side entrance B. Let's go. Right, California, here we come.
I say that's back.
Oh, we've lost man overboard. We've lost, hang on, oh, there we go. Right, we're seated already. Is that you going down the runway?
Uh-huh.
There we go. We're on our way. Sophie's enjoying her in-flight meal there. That's a bit of broccoli. I've got fish, so I don't think I'll bother with mine. Oh, we're in the sky. Look, we've taken off. There goes Darren putting my box in. Oh, it's just kicked it underneath of his feet. Fucking hell, that's your Christmas parcel going away, Kelly. So that's that done.
I won't leave them there.
Well, I'm going to post them on the way in.
Yeah, but they'll shut about, so you just stick them there. You should fit in there.
This is the Christmas cards written. I wasn't a humbug this year. I actually did Christmas cards. Yeah, I went to the post office to get second-class stamps. I have 4 cards that need to go to America. Each card for America, and I'll see if I can cover the actual name on this. £3.40 each for a fucking Christmas card. For second-class stamps and 4 American stamps, it cost me 30 odd quid.
You know what you should do
For
next
Christmas
time?
cards.
Send one to America with 3 cards in it and get them to post them internally in
Darren would
America.
do that because he's
Of course
that
I would.
tight.
So,
So
4 quid a card.
there's one for, that's all YouTubers, one for Sean because he sends one every year, the Horror Corner. You won't know who that is. Shannon and Kelly in Texas, they're sisters. Jen, she's in New Mexico, I think.
Yeah.
And Helen, someone, actually she's not from YouTube, she's someone I know from Facebook. And then the rest are all, can I get you to hold them too? 4 people in the, Kelly and Dave, yours are in your box that you've just seen Darren kick unceremoniously into the garage. Alan, yours is in there if you're watching. And Sue's, yours is in a little parcel I sent, which you should get before this comes up, just with those books in for Dot and Bernie. So yeah, I think I've got everyone sent. I need to buy a wrist support today because I have got such a sore wrist.
It's an exciting day today, isn't it?
Is it?
We're going to collect some pans.
Darren has ordered some saucepans from Asda, so we're driving up to Antrim.
70 quid's worth
Alright, go on then, you tell
for
them.
20 quid.
Gonna say, if anybody believed that Darren spent 70 quid on pans, they'd be.
Well, they were on offer, and then because I had those 2 valid complaints with Asda's delivery, I then had 2 vouchers to use.
Yeah.
Well, I had 1 voucher to use for last complaint, and the old voucher expired.
Darren
so
likes to complain.
I mentioned that voucher had expired, so they put it on again.
They're doing work on the end house and the for sale sign's not there, so I don't know whether someone's bought it and they're doing work, or whether the people that put it up for sale at a ridiculous price, given the inside of it, have realised,
the floors are
you know what, we have to do something before we sell this. I'm not sure what one of the two it is. So I am going up today because last time when we were in B&M, there's a big B&M in Antrim which I filmed before, and they've got a garden centre which none of the other ones have, and they had these little fir trees and they were 20 quid each, and I didn't get them. I thought, no, and now I wish I'd have got them. So when I go back, they better be there, because I want a tree for either side of the front door. It's the only thing I can listen to when Kira and Sophie are in the car, because it's the only thing I can be assured there's no bad language in. It's ridiculous. See, when you've got like a little kid in your car, you have to be so careful, because pretty much every single artist that is on my stereo has got swear words in, and some of them are quite excessively sweary.
It doesn't matter if I get fucking offended.
You're hardly going to get effing offended. But Taylor Swift is, I'm trusting, doesn't have anything in it. I haven't really listened to it, just like the one song off the album. Right, I'll go rather than waffle about nothing, and see if I can get maybe trees, and Darren can collect his pans, and depending on what time we're on the way back, we might be able to get Isaac from school, we shall see, for more revision. Yay! I shall speak to you later. We've just got 2 Christmas trees for £34. We thought they were 25 quid each because that's what they're labelled. And I thought, right, the ones in B&M were 20 each and they were half that size. These are proper fir trees, proper Christmas trees. And they came up on the till at 17 quid each. So I've got 2 Christmas trees for £34. No, I didn't know. I would ask her to pay more. Right, you've got the keys. Still waiting on the garage. There is the abandoned Christmas decorations waiting on my new tree. Right, let's go on. I've got these have come, I haven't opened it, that's just batteries. These are my outdoor lights that I bought for the outside trees. I don't know what I'm filming, I don't watch through the... So there's 2 sections in each one, so I've got 4 lengths of outdoor battery lights, so they will be going out tomorrow afternoon, so we can light them tomorrow evening for you so you can see. Yeah, so that's all to tell you this minute. There's Molly. She's look at them empty dishes. It's almost tea time and she's very impatient, waiting on her tea.
Wondering if there's anything she could do for this guy, and now she has the
so this is what's happening today.
Maybe.
The doggies are on their fleece on the sofa, up in the Christmas doggy blanket. Don't know if you can see, but on the blanket there's lots of Christmas doggies, but it's mostly covered, so to wrap them up because it's cold. I am watching YouTube. It's a YouTuber I watch reading out loads of creepy conversations these blokes have had, mostly with women they're stalking or girlfriends. Oh yes, I've got some of my Christmas stuff up. Hang on, should I pause? Alright, so sorry my lights aren't on, so you can't really... These are all old, by the way. This is just... That lights up and sings Christmas songs. These are all old. This was actually my mum's, and she never got to use it, bless her. It's a little, sorry, it's my sore wrist. It's a little bauble, but I'm waiting on my new tree. I'll tell you in a minute about that. I have got, I don't want anyone seeing me out the window, think I'm filming. That's my usual reindeers. I love anything like this, see these kind of things. And that obviously is little lights around the window, which I'm not putting on now. I've got my, oh, did I breathe on that? That's my shiny reindeer head and a Santa thing. Sorry, the light's terrible. I'm not putting the lights on in the middle of the day. And that says Merry Christmas, but it's back to front. Oh, actually, I will put the light on to show you this. So we've got the usual little bits and pieces down there. Be Merry and Bright. And this is Rizzo that I bought this. Well, he's not Rizzo Rat, but to me he is because he looks just like them. And look how short I had to cut my nails because of that spondylitis or something it's called. That condition, because I've worn wraps. Little. That is Poppy the Christmas dog. It had a label, that's what he's called. These candles were Darren's mum's. They're really, really old. They only come out at Christmas. And I've got my glittery reindeers up there. Actually, I have to remember to turn this around the other way because the words, I put it up back to front. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Darren had to move his stormtroopers and his Darth Vader. I don't think he was best pleased about that, but what can you do? I've just started using these today. I think it might have been Kelly that got me these. These are like crystals instead of wax melts that you heat up that smell. But my candle's burnt out, so I need to change my candle. There's another little person. I think Kelly might have bought me that, I'm not sure. Lots of little mini Christmas snow globes. And then this was gorgeous. This was actually from Marks and Spencer's, and it's one of those that you light and the candle lights up. But the candle's done now, so I just put some little lights inside it like that, and it lights it up. Oh. Isaac's picture with the Mayor of Belfast that he is not too happy about. Just wee glittery things, and I went back and I got them. It was still in the shop because, if I turn it sideways, I haven't showed you this. The tree's a bit scuba. It's broken, let's be honest, it's a bit faulty. But that's Molly and Dobby, and I couldn't leave it. I really regretted it once I left it. And this is just a couple of my old Christmas snow globes. So yeah. Oh, I got this. How cute is he? There's like a wooden. This is a coconut shell, and this is hand painted. Well, it's not hand painted. It's painted with a syringe. And there's a stall in this shopping centre at the minute with all different animals. I bought two little colourful birdies, which I've packed away because they were on the mantelpiece. And him. I think he's awesome. I love him. There we go. Oh yes, I've got him as well. I don't know, I've probably got him switched off. Yep. The dogs go ape shit when this thing goes off.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
They're not ours.
Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing, a bushel of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun.
Yep, that's that. So yes, I'm gonna put the light back out, it's alright. This is my sick bed. I'm laid down because I'm not well today. Oh. So like I said, I'm having a lie down. I feel really sick. My joints have been in a world. My wrists, knees, ankles, shoulders, hips, back at the minute. I've got a big snuggie on as well under this. My left shoulder and left wrist have got really bad tendonitis, and it's playing up something shocking. I got a wrist support for my wrist, but it's actually more painful when I wear it, which makes no sense, but it is. So I don't have it on at the minute. If you hear, it's Isaac's upstairs on his PlayStation with friends. We looked over a tiny bit of Spanish today, but we only spent about an hour. But I don't want him doing it all day, every day. So last night I went to see Zootropolis 2 at the cinema, which was awesome. I love the first one. I love this one. I love the new characters. The kids were so well behaved, it was ridiculous. They didn't make a peep all the way through the film. They didn't have to be spoken to at all. Scouts is aged 10 to 14. So that was awesome. Now I'm finding out I have to buy presents for Pass the Parcel for the last... Obviously I get the money back. I already spent quite a bit of money on the Christmas decorations, or stuff to make them, but I didn't ask permission before I did. So, yeah. I was sort of like not wanting to sort of like buy things, and Frances says, no, I'll just buy it and claim it back. So she said buy about 5 presents, like silly things, and but then I'm gonna have to wrap them all up and multiple times on my wrists. I think I kicked off my wrist because it seemed to kick off after I had done the wrapping of the Christmas presents that I've done. I haven't done Isaac's yet. Me and Darren always do those the night before Christmas, on Christmas Eve. But other than Isaac's, I wrap everyone else's, so they're in a bit. Oh, Kelly, I have posted both. Oh, by the time you watch this, you'll have had it back. I like to put labels on and write them out, but I booked a collection to pick up Kelly's, Dave and Alice's Christmas presents, and I didn't check and I didn't have any little name labels, and it's like, oh my god. Now I wrap them in different paper so they know whose is whose. I got that from Kelly. She does that, and it's like, oh, that's a really good idea. So Dave's will be in one paper, hers will be in another, and Alice's will be in another. But I didn't have the little name tag, so I was forced to write their names on. I don't know what just happened. My finger's touching the screen and it's done something. I was forced to write them with Sharpie so that they know whose is whose. So apologies, Kelly, about that. I didn't check that I always have oodles of these things, but I couldn't put my hand in where they were, and I had to get the parcel ready for delivery that next morning, or collection. So that was a bit pants. But I wrapped those. I done anything that I had, like of a couple of little for Thomas, Kira and Sophie, but they're just like gesture next to nothing presents, you know, just sort of something to open on Christmas. I'd said to Kira, look, I'm just buying Sophie, don't buy us anything, it'll just make us feel uncomfortable, we're scared, blah blah blah. Oh, just a little token thing. And I'm like, as long as that's all it is, a little token thing. Last year they got us £100 gift card for a posh cinema in Belfast, which we still have not used. You like have your dinner there as well. There's like waitress service. Basically it would pay for the 3 of us to go once, and you probably have to add something to it to have something to eat, and it may almost cover it, but I don't want them spending loads of money because I don't have it to spend back. And I've just had a text from an online friend that wants to send me something. I'm like, oh, I don't like people sending me things when I can't reciprocate, and I can't afford to reciprocate right now. And another guy that I do reviews for, Leo, Geek Legion of Doom, has sent me some, but it's like, oh, you know, I just don't like being one of these people. I see other people taking the piss, and it's just constant tech, and they're like really happy to take things from people, but I never see them reciprocate, and I think it's fucking shocking, to be honest with you. Fair enough, I'm not saying that every person that decides to buy you something you should be obligated to return, you know, I'm not saying that at all. That's just how I feel personally, but I would have thought that if someone was sending particular people things over and over again, that at some point they might think to do something nice and send them something, even for their birthday or whatever, but not everyone thinks that way. But anyway, my wrist's getting sore now. That's my sore wrist. I'm going to turn you to another fat angle of my fat face. I think I told you I put on half a stone. You can look at it. I think it's all gone on my face. I put on half a stone again, which I'm finding it really difficult to lose because it's that time of year where I just want to fucking eat. Every Christmas I put on at least half a stone every year because there's chocolates, and my favourite, other than Chinese and pasta, Christmas dinners is my favourite. I love like roast chicken and potatoes and veg and stuffing. I absolutely adore it. So Christmas, obviously, you know what I mean, is my favourite meal time of year. I'm trying to think of it. I've just remembered other things I need to. I was meant to go out today to look for those presents for the wrap because I finished for Christmas, and then I remembered the other day I've forgotten. It's Suze's daughter Bernie's birthday this month, and I'm like, fuck, I hadn't it written on the calendar. I've no idea why, and I'd forgotten. So I don't need to. I want to just pick something small up to send it over. and I might do it via online so that it goes direct. I want to wrap it up and stuff, but I don't know that it'll get there in time. Anyway, I was meant to go out today and sort that out, but I got up and I'm so sore and I feel so... When my pain level hits a certain... oh God, that's so unflattering. No, actually, that's so honest. Let's be honest. Unflattering my arse. That's the truth of the matter, isn't it? I've forgotten what I was saying. It's gone. Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah, when your pain gets to a certain level, the nausea kicks in. If you've got chronic pain at all, you'll know what I mean. Or like the only other way you can explain to someone that doesn't get joint or back pain is really, really, really severe headaches. The nausea comes, you start to feel really ill and sick with it when your whole body's hurt, and it's like, ugh. So I'm incapable of doing jack shit, and I'm going to lie on this sofa and I'm going to watch shit YouTube that I don't have to concentrate on. I watched the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things this week, which was awesome. Really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm interested to see where it goes. Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything. So yeah, I've got that done. I think the next ones aren't out to the 26th or something like that, which is ridiculous. I'm watching Ink Master season 17 at the minute. I really enjoy it. It's a tattoo competition show. So I've got an episode of that still to watch. There's a new Love is Blind coming out at the start of January. I think it's Italy, so I'll enjoy that. It's weird. I don't watch much reality TV other than things like I'm a Celebrity, which I love. I'm watching that at the moment as well. I think I said either Jack Osborne or... who was the other person? Martin Kemp to win. Now, I've completely changed my mind now that it started. I'm not really enjoying Jack Osborne. Now, I thought I would really like him because he's always come across as a really fun and nice bloke. But the way that he told the story about Ozzy going into the record producer's office and biting the head off a live dove and biting the head off a bat, obviously. Now, Ozzy was probably coked out of his mind at the time. But he told the story with such... the TV's given up on me, it's switched off. He told the story with such glee and humour, and he's laughing, and I'm thinking, he said, my dad's Ozzy fucking Osbourne. I'm not easily impressed. And I'm like, eh. But he told it like it was something to be proud of and something to laugh at, and I'm sorry, but in no world is biting the head off an animal something to be celebrating or laughing at. So that really sort of put the scuppers on it. And I just find him really quite intolerant and impatient and quite almost, I don't know. I feel like he talks down to the other people there. And I'm like, you're only where you are in life because of who your dad is. And then they talked about Sharon's dad, who was a fucking gangster. And again, he was talking about that almost with a, he was infamous. And it's like he dangled people out windows and stuff until they agreed not to move record company and all this bollocks. Anyway, long story short, I thought I'd really like Jack Osborne and I'm finding I'm not. Martin Kemp, I know people like, he seems like a really nice guy. I haven't changed my opinion on him, but, and I've forgotten his fucking name, the new guy that's come in with, I've forgotten her name too, Vogue, the Irish girl. What's the guy's name? Is it Tom something? And he's really eloquent, really, his voice is amazing. I could just listen to audiobooks of his voice, and he's got a massive vocabulary. He's like a thesaurus. And he came out with a word the other night that I've never heard before, so I had to ask Alexa what it meant. And I can't remember what the word was now, but if I heard it again, I would know it. I'm a big believer, if you hear a word and you don't know what that word means, look up what that word means. Always try and expand your vocabulary. But he is such a lovely person. He is so gentle and sweet and intelligent and nice. And he's so softly spoken, so posh, so effeminate almost. But he does this, he's an actor as well. He did an impression of a normal bloke, and he put this big gruff voice on, and it was like, fucking hell. It coming out of his mouth, it was just so weird. And just didn't sound like him at all, but it sounded just like a normal... I couldn't believe someone so softly spoken was able to get that voice coming out of his mouth. It was amazing. But I love him. I think he's fantastic, and I would love him to win. He's one of these people that he sees when other people need a pick-me-up, and he sees when a person is down, and he knows just what to say to make that person feel special, to make that person feel warm. And he's just such one of life's lovely, lovely people, and I want him to win. I think he's fabulous. I loved him. I think I knew of him, but not a great deal about him, and I would imagine after this his career is just going to skyrocket, because you couldn't not like him. It's just one of those people, you couldn't watch him and be like, I don't like you, unless you were like grossly homophobic or something. That's the only reason I can think. But other than that, he's delightful. I love him. So yeah, so tonight, what's on? Strictly's on. I'm sort of, there's a couple of people on Strictly that, I've forgotten his name. There's a YouTuber, a young lad YouTuber on it that's really good, and there is a guy that I think is in Emmerdale that reminds me of a cross between John, what's that Liverpudlian comedian, John Bishop with dark hair. So John Bishop mixed with, who was the other person? You remember the guy from Emmerdale that was on Strictly? No, Coronation Street. No, Emmerdale, sorry, I'm getting confused now. Years ago, he now owns a farm, and he does a reality show about his farm. He's really buff, but he reminds me of him because he's got a similar physique. He's quite short but very muscular and very snake hippie and a very good mover. I think it's going to be between him and the YouTuber guy. They're my two favourites. But I love to watch Johannes, the professional dancer. Oh my god, it's just like that man was born to dance. He's paired with an older woman, and I can't remember her name, and she's brilliant as well. But it makes me happy to watch Johannes dance. It just comes alive when they play the music, and I absolutely love it watching him. Darren fucking hates Strictly, as you would expect. But yeah, I'll probably be watching that tonight. Then we usually turn over to the 1% Club, but I don't think that's on at the minute. It's over. It's repeats. So yeah. Anyway, that's what's happening in my day. That's fucking exciting stuff, isn't it? Yeah, I'll switch you off tomorrow as usual. Just be going to my dad, so I'll switch you on just to say bye-bye and see if there's anything else worth talking about. And then Isaac's exams start on Monday. No, they don't. The exams do start on Monday. He doesn't have any, so he's not in on Monday. Monday's a revision day for both of us. Yay! Tuesday, he has got first exam is Spanish, and then on the same day, he's got RE. The next day, the very first exam is history. The next day, he has got science, and then on the last day, he has got maths. So that's the exams he's doing next week. So, yeah. And we've got the panto next week that I'm taking the scouts to on Thursday. We're going out for my birthday on the Saturday to do an escape room for the first time. And then Isaac has plans with his friends, and they're going to see Five Nights at Freddy's. I was going to take them to repay one of his mates' dads that took them to see The Running Man, which I still haven't seen. And I wanted to tag them, but they'd already made plans, and someone else was like, fucking hell. So that's what they're doing next Saturday. So I don't know what me and Darren will do. We might go and see something else at the cinema. My hand is getting seriously sore, so I have to go. Yeah, I shall speak to you tomorrow. Morning. Just thought I'd let you see the fog this morning. Happy Sunday. Look at that. I've got Dead Man's Finger going on. Let's see if I can show you it. There, can you see this finger compared to the others has started to go like white. It loses its blood, and it's on the other hand as well. I don't know if you can actually see that. It's really annoying. So I put this on to show you something I have treated myself to for the first time ever. Look at the mess. Look. That is the Christmas decorations. I bought new lights this year. They're for outside. They're outdoor lights. I bought a tree and lights and batteries all together from Argos, and the lights have just arrived on their own. No batteries. I'm still waiting on the tree. I don't know why the batteries haven't come with the lights. Anyway, so also that's the Vax box. That's Darren's crap. That's the Vax. I've been asking for that to be put in the garage for like 3 days. So I wanted to treat myself to a skincare advent calendar. I've never had an advent calendar other than the ones that cost £1. So this year I treated myself. Ow, ow. Can't lift it because I've got poorly wrist. So it's really heavy. It's got a really pretty bow here. Look at this. Ooh. So I don't know. Hang on. So how am I supposed to get at? Is there ones underneath? Yes. Well, would it not be advantageous to put one to whatever on top so that you can actually... So does that mean I have to take all of them out to reach number 1? Oh, that's a bit of pants, isn't it? Why would you not put the second lot on the bottom? There's one. So, yes, I shall obviously let you see. I'm not doing Vlogmas because I don't have time to do it every single day, because I can't edit on my phone. I probably could if I'd learned how to do it and downloaded the program and such, but anyway, yeah, I'll let you see each week what's been in it. I shall do like a Vlogmas, but it won't be Vlogmas, it'll just be normal stuff. I can't film wrapping presents because, yes, I do it on the floor. As Sue says, never wrap your presents on the floor. I ended up with a bad back for multiple days. Let me tie this bow. Right, so I don't know why I'm filming. I'm about to... This is me putting people's stuff places. You know that thing, there's nothing as hopeful as a mother that puts things at the bottom of the stairs in the hope that someone will bring them upstairs. That's me. My stairs have got like a little Christmas character on each one. Have I zoomed in a little bit? Yes, I have. So I'm waiting on my Christmas tree. Got my little... I showed you these yesterday. Showed you all of this, didn't I? Let me get my boots. I got a pair of cheap boots from Dunnes. 25 quid. That'll be me. My Grinch slippers. Get in there. I'm sure this is highly riveting, folks, isn't it? It's not me sat in the car though for a change, is it? Oh, I'll have to bring my Christmas socks. I'm so pissed off I've put on half a stone. I'm sure it's all in my face as well, which is fabulous. I can never seem to keep weight off because you have to maintain what you've been doing. And for me to lose weight, I have to like be proper, something that's not, what's the word, keep-upable. If I was like well and didn't have all the pains and stuff, you know, then I'd be able to exercise. But I can't even pull these up because my bloody hand. This wrist has got really bad tendonitis. Come on, Lisa. There we go. Oh! So no makeup today, I can't be fucking bothered. Leaving a little bit early today, I want to go to Home Bargains because it was hinted very heavily for the Scouts Christmas party I should do pass the parcel. So I have to go and find 4 or 5 gifts and wrapping paper, which is going to be fun and games. So I need to try and find 4 or 5 like cheap things that will appeal to either a boy or a girl between the ages of 10 and 14. So we'll see. Them fugglers would have been perfect, but they tend to be sold out everywhere. Isaac really likes them. Yeah, I will sign off now for the week. Thank you for watching as always. As I said, I won't be doing a daily vlogmas purely because there's naff all in my life to be vlogging. I need a tripod so that I can actually vlog things when I'm doing something. I don't tend to cook a lot because Darren does all the cooking. Just because he enjoys cooking. I do the banal stuff like washing and tidying and all that stuff. Look at the mess of that. Hang on, what am I pointing at? Look at the mess of that sofa. I bought a Christmas blanket specially. Let me show you. Okay, so this old raggedy sofa has got my fleece, a crochet blanket that was crocheted for me by the friend of a mum, the mum of a friend who sadly since passed, I bought this little blanket from B&M, and it's got Christmas doll. It's not particularly to my taste, it's also upside down, that's fabulous. To cover it because darns, they're cold. So I got them a Christmas blanket so that I could get rid of the fucking horrible Snuggie. And he insists on now they've got a fleece, my blanket, which is fleece lined on the back, and this fucking hideous thing on the top, because he says they can't get underneath the blanket. So my nice Christmas blanket is now covered by this fucking thing. I need to stop swearing. It is not smart. It is not clever. Stop it, Lisa. Right. So Dobby buries herself under that. So, yeah, what can I do? Absolutely nothing. So I'm at my dad's. Scouts. So we got a pack of fugglers, it's going one. A little shortbread tin with a fuggler blind bag. A little lollipop thing with a fuggler. And I've got a couple more fugglers. And Darren's gone down to B&M to try and get a couple of like sweetie chocolatey type stuff. So here we go. Just about to start wrapping. The joy. Did it show you the bear? My mum's bear. Got her name on the feet. A little Robin. Her little Claire. Right, Sunday night. So this is an addendum. We're watching The Whale. And I've bought a light up gingerbread house from Home Bargains. It was $14.99. It's 3 AA batteries. Doesn't light up quite so well at the top, but what can you expect for that price? I'm going to go tell you the story of the lights.
Yeah, you've told that story. It'll go well with your new tree, won't it?
Yeah. Right, let me show you these first. How much were these? These things, they're on big long poles. They're like lollipops. I've put them into bottles. Look at them.
What's it called?
$1.99. I've forgotten what I called Timothy. No, he's Timothy. He's Snowy. That's Snowy. That's Timothy. Don't ask why, I don't know. $1.99 for him. And it's really big. Look, that's up compared to my hand. I've got big hands. Oh, and I got him for $1.49 in the range. And I got him for $1.49 in the range. I went to the range to look for a Christmas tree because this came today. I don't know if I whinged about this yet to you. Hello, Mum. Mind. Look at that on that tree. Doesn't that look amazing? 2,000 LED lights I bought. £63. I've paid £63 for a box of fucking lights. It was meant to be, I thought it was meant to be the tree with the lights, but no. It was just for the fucking lights. So obviously this is going back. And I'm just going to use what's my Grinch slipper? I'm just going to use last year's tree because I'm scunnered at this point. Because we went to the range to look at trees. And the cheapest Christmas tree was almost £100.
Oh, there was an awful one that looked like it was...
Oh, the one that looked like it was anorexic or something, and it was like 60 or something.
Also 50, 60 quid.
And there was one that was okay, that was 119. The only one that was really nice was 200 quid. 199.
That was in sale.
Right, so I've got my light up gingerbread and a couple of wee cheap toys, that'll do me. So now we'll have to put up, not now, but we're going to put up the old tree. Because I am not waiting anymore. Should have been up on Saturday. Look, see my gingerbread lighting up there. Look,
whole tree up.